What's going on, B1 family? It's your boy Big. Welcome back to My Black Universe. It is time to give you some heat from TikTok streets. We have to do it in this format because YouTube will trip and says we use content. Even if somebody allows you to post their content for them on another platform, you can get flagged for it and demonetized. So we're doing like this one at our commentary. You just see your boy was in the building, right here, and doing our thug thizzle. So let's get into it. It's our sister BX_storyteller. She's on TikTok. Now TikTok is supposed to be going away. I'm going to reach out to her and find out where else she's going to be having a content placed. She got a YouTube. I'll probably even look it up. Let's do it real. I'm gonna do that real quick. Hold on. Let me see if we can pull that up. Hold on. Let me. It's still low key choosing. Let's make sure this is on the screen though. Oh, yeah, I can't see this, so let's do this. I want you guys to see what I'm doing in real time. Google Chrome, YouTube. Okay. Boom. Bring it to the forefront so you can see. Look into my eyes and tell me what it is you see in me. So BX, see if she already got a YouTube channel. Or fat fingering these keys. She may not have a hashtag BX storyteller. This might be her. Let me look on the channel.
After hours of reading, months.
No, I don't think it's her. I don't think it's her. We'll have to reach out and ask her, if she has a YouTube channel or not. And then we should be good to go in that regard. Oh shoot, hold on. All right. Sorry about that, fam. I'm acting like an old man. This newfangled technology. I don't even know how to work it, dadgummit. But let's jump into her live. I was on there for a long time, so I'm going to break it up into parts, into sections, because I'm going to add my commentary to it, and I don't want it to be too long, no more than an hour, tops, per video.
Write an article, and they focused the article on Juneteenth and how their struggle, and Lovely, you could take it over from here, because you actually read the article. I just listened to it.
Nah, y'all listened to it. Y'all heard it too.
Now, the article she's talking about, I'm actually going to do a whole breakdown on it. Juneteenth, empowering Black immigrants and honoring the fight against hate. Yeah, we're going to have to go through that whole thing. The audacity. Oh man, this was I think it was an article from August of last year. They kind of slipped through the cracks, at least on my end. And these sisters picked it up, and I let them know that I was going to do my thing on it and get it posted. And I want to give her credit and the young lady, lovely dash over here, BX storyteller. You got Phoenix FBA. I think it's pronounced Weena, Chichia, and then Dreadhead Kingpin. They were already going on with their live, and I just happened to pop in. So, yeah, family, there's a lot of audacity going on still. And delineation has been the stone gate to keep it from spilling over and drowning FBA and literally erasing us from history.
Basically, it talked about including the African American and the diaspora in the Juneteenth celebration, saying that it bring forth a collective support for hate, and that we should align together with them.
They focused on our spending power, They focus on HBCUs too, and they mentioned the Latinos. So they're talking about everybody, really.
So HBCU. Let me see if I can find this real quick. I saw this today on Instagram, and when people say the HBCUs now are a joke as far as what they're supposed to be for, I understand it. Log into my black empowerment side. It's the biker side, which I still practice black empowerment. Let's go to my authenticator app. Oh, family, I will be posting a scammer call later on. Got my first scammer call of the year. It was hilarious. Very hilarious. But we'll get into that later. Got some lovely sisters on IG. Actively Black, the brand. Super dope. Let's see if I can go to my saved. Where's she at? Ah, there it is. All right, let's bring this to the top. Listen to this, family. Hold on.
HBCU, historically black colleges, universities in Virginia. Of course, most of the students are black students and some white.
Family. Family. A Japanese woman. Sound like she can breathe. I don't know if she's doing this as an act, where she's acting like she doesn't have a more of an American accent. But Japanese woman, HBCU, and we got black students who are struggling to get in. Remember Tom Joyner? He would do a bunch of like $1,000, $500, $750 scholarships for black students to stay in HBCUs because of financial deprivation, and she went to go to a HBCU, no problem.
Students like athletes, and I was the.
What the hell? What happened to the volume? Hold on.
I studied abroad at.
What happened to the volume? Cause I ain't touch it.
HBCU.
Here's the thing with black business.
Oh,
all
here
right.
we go.
My generation ruined it.
I studied abroad at HBCU, historically black colleges, universities in Virginia. Of course, most of the students are black students and.
So, family, I'm gonna have to boost up the volume. Sometimes this happens. This is IG. I got my levels right on this one.
Some white students like athletes, and I was the only Asian there, so they called me light-skinned Mexican.
Do y'all believe that? Do you believe as cultured as we are, we would call her light-skinned Mexican? Now, there may be some non-FBA people who would say something like that, but we're too cultured. We're way too cultured. Now, you got a hood rat or a hood dude that's just want to be overly hood. I can see that because that's they being tryhards. Even dudes that grew up in the hood, they'll ask questions. Even there's still a level of hospitality we have as a culture. Well, we ask somebody, hey, what do you? I don't want to be disrespectful, what I'm saying, and then we'll address it like that. It may come off a little crass, like a little blunt, but we don't do that. That's just so when you hear this stuff, and back some years ago we would hear this like, oh, we need to do better. Now it's like, no, with the delineation going on, and the way we can sit and be introspective and say, hey, you know what? That's not our culture. You would get popped in the mouth Oh, this person just talking about people all willy nilly. Hey. You don't disrespect no other groups. That's why when people say, "Oh, black people are this," y'all talk about us, y'all call us this. Hold on, whoa. Our grandmamas and grandpas, man, you getting popped smooth in your mouth. I'm sorry about the phone, family. Let me make sure this is off real quick. Ain't no way you finna just call somebody any type of anything and think you finna get away with that, man. You getting smooth popping your lip. Like, who are you talking to? You address this person with respect. That's how we were reared. That's how we were brought up. So,
And the experience was really fun. But when I talk about this to Japanese people, a lot of Japanese people ask me the same question. That was, all black college, isn't it dangerous? I know it sounds racist somehow, but it's very normal reaction of Japanese people who are not familiar with American culture. So I didn't want to change it. So I always answered, no, it was very safe because there was no white people.
Now, the last part was funny, but that first part got me. I was like, light-skinned Mexican. We're too cultured for that. That's not us. That's not our get down at all. At all, family. Let's switch back over to another screen real quick. So yeah, that just made me think of that when they was talking about the HBCUs and this article of Tethers.
The Afro Latino.
Okay, something's going on with the volume, family. Hold on one second. Cause did I turn the volume down at all? There it goes. That was okay. That was me, family.
What did you get from?
My kids, I think my kids done tore up my my headphones. So the volume's yep. Kids, yep. I got if I bend a certain way, I can hear it loud and clear. Okay. Have kids, they said. It'll be wonderful, they said.
The article.
Essentially, they're conflating their unique struggles, as immigrants. They have a different story, different, struggles in this country to our history,
That's impossible. That's impossible. We can debunk that, and I'm not saying they don't have atrocities over there and things that happen. King Leopold, things like that. Y'all have been and still are the majority. Y'all have been and still are the majority. With as many of y'all as fled to the UK and other parts of Europe, to Americas, to whether it's South America, North America, which Canada, US, Brazil, and anywhere y'all decide to flee to, y'all are still the majority. You can't get around that. There's no getting around that. That's like me being the CEO of a company. The company is somebody stealing or is writing bad checks on the company name. And somebody come ask me, hey, what you gonna do about it? I'm like, they got the checkbook. You're the CEO. You are in control. You have the majority of the power. Cut them off from writing checks. Well, man, they got the checkbook. Well, that's what I'm supposed to do. Are you not the CEO? Do you not have majority power of this company? Yes, I do. But, you got to understand. No, you ain't trying to hear that. You're not trying to hear that. There's no way to justify or make that make sense to anybody. Y'all are the majority. Y'all outnumber cats 10-1, 21 or whatever. But you're not codified. And you're too busy trying to flee. Now, shout out to Julius Malema. Shout out to Burkina Faso. Shout out to the handful, I can't even say handful, the 1 or 2 African countries that are saying, hey, this got to change. And you know where they're getting it from. They're getting it from us. They see us standing on business, standing 10 toes down, not wavering, not swaying. Even when people try to browbeat us and make us feel like, oh, you're big meanies. You should just want to do for everybody else continually. We're not doing that. When the Democratic Party tried to talk to us like dogs, mange mutts in the street, we barked back. Okay, you want to talk to me like a dog? Well, let me show you. I got a bark and a bite, and I'm gonna let you crash and burn. Because a lot of us, we were voting couch. I was couch 2024. I was couch. I was posting in and what was going on, but I was couch 2024. Family, we're gonna get into that article.
Send it to enslaved or freedmen.
We'll do it later. We're gonna get into the article. I want to break that down all the way down, and set it ablaze. I'm from Texas. We're gonna put it on the barbecue pit. We're gonna smoke it, sear it up, smoke it, and cut into that junk.
Which is problematic because we have different histories, right?
There we go.
They can tell their story without encroaching upon ours.
Exactly.
And I find it really interesting that they continue to do this over and over and over again. And as Dredd said, there's a reason why they're doing it, but it has to stop.
Well, they're doing it because they have nothing to lean on. They don't have any wins. When you are an individual who don't have any wins, you're a dangerous individual, because what you try to do is get close to somebody who does have wins and is winning, and you try to be close enough and in proximity enough to say, hey, every time you get a win, that's our win. You stayed up. You sacrificed. You put up the money. You lost money. You had to figure out the equation. You had to meet deadlines. You had to maintain everyday normal life. You had to do all this and pretty much keep a straight face and not break. And you did it by yourself. However, when it's time for you to collect that reward for all of these things you've done, it's us. We together. We're there. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm your boy, right? Ain't you gonna hook me up? Hook you up doing what? What did you do? When I ask you about certain things, more often than not, I don't know if you should do that. You really try to salt me down and make me feel bad, or make me question my actions, my plan, my fervor to build something. That's what you were doing. And now that there's a win from all the hard work, we supposed to sit there and eat the steak and potatoes, asparagus, and have dessert? We supposed to be in the penthouse together? You didn't help me build this. That's the reason why a CEO of a company is driving the Maybach, the Aston Martin, the Rolls, the Bentley. And the basic level worker has a Camry. The work the CEO put into his company to build his company to the point where he can have employees and he have a structure and have people to go to delegate what to be done to other individuals to administer management skills and say, hey, look, this is the company. This is what we need to do to be lucrative. I'm attached to you with this, with the people management. I'm attached to you with the resources management as far as the products, the raw materials we need to get this product done. You guys are going to be head of packaging. You're going to be head of this. And then we need somebody's going to make sure the building stays clean, this, that, and the third. All right. I'm tasking you guys, these 5 people with that. And then 5 people are going to task another 10 to 20 people with other things and so forth and so on. And it keeps going down and trickles down. And then when it's all said and done, the CEO, if the company fails, nobody's going to say, well, the employees were trash, that's why they turned on the CEO. They're going to say, no, the CEO should have been a better business owner and made the employees feel better about working for him. Or the CEO should have had whoever's in charge of hiring these folk examined, possibly terminated, so you can have a better quality of employees. It's all going to fall on the CEO. So when you have all that stress and the rest on you, on your neck, all the time, you deserve the upper. That's why you're the CEO, because you can take the stress, The stressors of everyday life of dealing with this company and making sure it runs well, and then putting the proper people in place. Whether you have to fire somebody who's been here long term and bring somebody who's fresh and new, or fire somebody who's been there short term, it takes somebody who's tried and true from another company and bring them over. That is your responsibility. So, and I got off on a tangent for him, but yeah, these folks don't have a win en masse. The only ones who had a win were the Haitians, and even then, after they got the win, they turned on the people who helped them get the win and went back and was buddy buddy with the white folk who are now keeping Haiti in a economic deficit every year for the last however many years.
Because that is erasure. It is. I mean, it doesn't get any simpler than that. I mean, Juneteenth has absolutely nothing to do with immigration. In the spirit of the article, I think there were maybe two sentences that spoke about emancipation or something, and the rest of it was just immigrant babble about the struggles they face as immigrants. That's not our story, so they shouldn't attach themselves to our history. You know, so that's the issue there, and that's pretty much what the article does. What I found disturbing is that this the funding for that article came from essentially the state of California. They allocated millions of dollars for this particular round to 62 organizations, and these organizations are getting at the minimum hundreds of thousands of dollars to push out media with this sort of rhetoric, and it's problematic. Never mind, majority of these media outlets that were awarded these funds, they
California, 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 California. Yeah, Gavin Newsom, he's done. He's done in California. Whatever future political aspirations he had, he can go and hang him up. He's gonna have to hang it up. Only way he can even remotely get back on point, or even in a position to move forward, reparations has to happen. No trick language, no trick bag. Reparations California has to happen, and he's already showed he's not going to do that. He's willing to die on the hill that he's on and make sure that doesn't happen. So, yeah, Newsom, he's done. He's done. You got people funding in your state. You're the governor, funding horse crap like this. You're done.
are immigrant based rhetoric outlets. Like, these aren't, I think there may be a couple that are Black American, but essentially they're awarding organizations millions of taxpayer money via grants to push out this type of rhetoric. Um, so I'm not sure what the requirements are, what stipulations they have for the grant funding, but I did post in the Discord a list of all of the organizations that received money, as well as a spreadsheet that shows the amounts that they received as well.
What did the amount?
I think we're going to go through that list later on, family. I think in another video we'll go through that list of everyone, and I'll probably reach out to our sister Chichia and say, hey, that list, where's it posted? Do you have it posted? And show some love to her. Yeah, because I would like to know who was all a part of that. Wouldn't you? If you would, say something in the comments.
Look like
Hundreds of thousands of dollars, 200,000, 300,000. Some got like a million. Essentially, I mean, it's up there. It's not a little bit of money.
wow. And in the description, it didn't mention Black Americans at all, right?
No, now there is California Black Media. That I believe that's one of them. That's Black American Brown Publishing. There may be a couple others, but I can guarantee if I go through this list, Black American media outlets or orgs will probably be like 1 to 2% of what was awarded.
I want to see it.
Maybe
Right.
less than that, likely.
I want to see it.
Right. So everything pretty much sounded, it contributes to our ethnocide. Um, so this was my first time seeing it, and so we're in my Discord in our Discord for this page, and we're going to formulate a letter to send to the, I guess, the state, the agencies who awarded the money into the magazine, because you know we cannot just be silent. while they erase us. So
Hmm.
I don't know, y'all. It's just like every day they give us a reason to feel the way we do, and then they want to label it as HATE. They even mentioned the word.
Now she's being coded in the way she's talking. TikTok has been very sensitive. You can't say, killed or anything like that. You got to say unalive, or else they'll start flagging your live. They'll literally stop your live mid live. The brother, too much. He had a live, and I think it was a Haitian dude. The dude started smoking on screen, on live. TikTok AI started picking it up, and brother too much had to get him out of there. Got him up out of there because they would have took his whole live down because of it. So that's the reason why you're going to hear a lot of coded language in here, because these AIs get real. They don't, they don't understand vernacular and colloquialisms. So
Xenophobia. So we know who that was who that was directed to, right? Because that's one of the things they call us. So it's just very upsetting that they're co-opting Juneteenth. And like I told them on the comment, I said, you're wrong. Juneteenth is about our ancestors and their
mm-hmm.
emancipation. And I need you to answer, why do you feel it's okay to latch on to our ancestors' history and a holiday that was made for them? And then I told her, I said, I can tell you don't really know Black American history, and many of us didn't even want Juneteenth to be a holiday, because a national holiday, because we've been celebrating it since 1866, and the moment it becomes national, it becomes commercialized, and
Mm-hmm.
people like that magazine and corporations tend to latch on and benefit the most. And then she doesn't know Black American history, because there were still populations of enslaved people after 1866.
Yeah.
But I know the holiday was Juneteenth, now that
Yeah.
I'm thinking about it. However, they have to get it together. They have to know their place. What is so wrong about picking their own holiday and saying, look, this is a day just for us? They didn't fight. What did they fight for in this country? Can it?
That's the thing. They didn't fight at all. There's no fighting with them. It's fleeing. It's fleeing. It's fleeing. I did the video of the young lady who was talking about there's 7 different flavors of fleeing. She, just because Trump was running again, she was already talking about places to flee to. Him running, the election wasn't complete. We wasn't even an election. It wasn't in the month of November. I don't even think it was summertime, and she was talking about fleeing. This is where you can go. You can get a visa. You can be here for 90 days without it, or you can go here for 60 days without this, and you go. He's like, dang, shawty, you just flee your little heart out and try to get other people to flee with you. And that's what they know. They know to flee. They don't know fighting, unless it's fighting us from getting the tangible benefits we need for our group, which would in turn help some of them, the ones that are riders, the ones that are cool, elevate, which would in turn help the tethers by proxy. But I digress.
Anybody tell me? Because everything that I see, we did. Our ancestors did.
Facts.
And they just get to come in here. Go ahead.
Now, I was in the live and I was talking, and even when you're screen recording, you cannot. The screen recording is going to record everything, but if you on TikTok and you're talking, it's going to cut off your mic, since the mic, you got the one mic being used for one input. It's not dual. It's not a dual mic where you can use it for the input to talk on here while it's also recording you. So yeah, we going all the parts where I'm talking, we're gonna skip those parts because I don't remember what I said at the time. I know I was cooking, and I can hear like little whispers of what I was saying, but I don't have the actual audio, so that's nothing I can say, nothing I can do to get that to play. So, but yeah, family, we're gonna go through this some more later on in another video. Make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you have your notification bell on. We're gonna be dropping a video very frequently. Usually got some shorts. I see some of y'all saw my sons getting their haircuts. It's been at least 2 or 3 months. I try to not to let it get that long. At most a month, just so they can be right. But B1 family, I appreciate you all. Thank you for watching. Make sure to hit the like button, comment, subscribe. Until next time, peace and Black empowerment.